I don't mean to be rude. I don't want to be rude to anybody, and I don't want to disrespect anybody, and I don't want to insult anybody. What I'm saying is that is the real truth. The real truth. The real problem of Nigeria. The real problem of Nigeria are Northerners. Northerners, Fulani, Hausa are the problem of Nigeria. They don't want our Nigerian progress. If they are not the one in power, then nobody can do it. It's only them that can do it. If you say you deprive Igbo people from having what is supposed to be theirs, allow them to go for their Biafra. If you say Yoruba people are not competent, they cannot rule Nigeria, allow them to go. Then we, the Northerners, should just stay and rule ourselves. If we kill ourselves, that's our business. You cannot say no, because Igbos, you think Igbos are thieves, Igbos are wicked, Igbos are this, they are that, they are this. There is no way that there's not the good, the bad, and the ugly. So if you cannot help the Igbos, allow them to go. If you cannot carry Yorubas, if you don't want them to rule you, allow them to go. Then we, the Northerners, will rule ourselves. If it's going to be better. We are one Nigeria, so we want the best for Nigeria. So we should look at where we are going wrong so that we can perfect it.
Hello viewers, now welcome back to our channel. This is Niger Pitching. Now we never confirm before. I just use this medium to explain our name given now. Although the thing really happen for this country now, this lady just talk. This lady say Hausa and northern people, okay, now then be the issue we get for this country. Though now waiting this man come outside to reply, when I go hear this man opinion and I go see plenty people opinion for this video. Although make sure say no skip any part of this video for you not to miss out this issue. Now my own opinion about this matter be saying they go on be say now see this issue will be saying the solve. If to say although maybe no put all the blames on only northern people, because this issue will be seen a general issue. As for me, na general issue, but their own name be the worst. We know if you hide that one, their own name be the worst. Them they carry violence name be the thing we be saying the scatter things. Anything we be say violence, they involved in the scatter things way, and then there be people will be say okay, they know if you deal with another language, and so they just do. If you know go if you speak their language, they go hate you. Now their own normal thing be that. If you deal with them like this, we be say okay, I mean Hausa, even some Fulanis now, okay, they don't display Hausa people name because okay, you see Fulanis, let me see Fulanis. Like you get where some Fulanis they go now, like where you go see some Fulanis now, where you go think say now Hausa because okay, the same language now they speak. So some Fulanis now, me I don't even know where those people come from. Let me say okay, from this spoil Hausa and these people name and some northern people name. Although we know we say okay, now all the Hausas now them the violent among all the languages where we say we get good ones inside and we get bad ones inside. So we know if we put all the blames on them and but now them be the worst based on say okay they put violent and their own side. So me I don't even think so okay their own side. The two put body for education. Now, but we say they also put for education and all of that. Now, it be the reason why we see they took carry violence for head. You know, say the person will say okay, you know to put book for head and all of that. You know, for put you know feel like it feel no still understand no one. Put body for book. It get how it will affect you. That's why we see education na be the best. No be say okay you don't go school graduate from school na be education for school now. Okay, if you go school now which you don't experience from school, like if you make you not to do what you are not supposed to do, and that is why we say school is the best. So now understand that, but as it is now, you don't say okay those people now some Hausa, let me say Hausa, some of them now, not be all of them go school. Those one will say they go school, they understand things where they know how things they go, but them they use their own name, they spoil all Northerners' name because of the way that they do, the way that they act. Although me I know if you put all the blames on them based on say okay no be them be the only issue where we say this country get. Although una go hear am, but make sure say I've been on tell una before, make sure say no skip any part of this video because plenty people talk inside this video. This video no be video where we say you go skip na video where we say okay you go use and learn your own lesson, and you go learn many things from this video na so I won't make you watch this video with me, make me see how everybody like the opinions we come from everybody. I want me watch them with me. Though before you go continue to watch this video with me, I beg if not today be the first time okay where we say they can't see this our channel called Naija Pidgin. I beg make you like, make you share, and make you subscribe to our channel so that anytime where we say we drop anything for this channel, now you go be the first person where we say they go notify. I beg, thank you.
Shalom, shalom, Nigerians. I want to thank God for the way God has been showing us mercy as a people, as a nation. And I want to thank God for the way God is also exposing and the way God is also helping us to handle some basic issues. And I want to also thank you for praying for me and the support you have given us. Thousands and thousands, countless millions actually responded to the event that happened to me and my family. And thank you very much. We're all doing very well, and to the glory of God, we're advancing. But I want to say this. There are certain people in this country that I must, at this particular moment, I've kept quiet, we've kept quiet, but I felt the nudging in my spirit that they must be put in their places. And I want to say that Gumi, you and Sheikh Sokoto, or whatever your names are, you must begin to take yourself serious, because you are people that are less than human beings, if I would put it that way. You can't in any way begin to confront and challenge certain people and make them feel as if they are less Nigerians than you are. They are less Northerners than you are. I am a Northerner, all right? I am a Kanuri by tribe, but Gimi by language. Okay? You cannot in any way intimidate us. You are a Fulani Sheikh. And at this point, I want you to know that Hausas, the eyes are open. Whether Kanuris or other tribes, our eyes are open. You can't continue to deceive us with the downfall deception. All right? You have no right for you to intimidate anybody. That why should this person or that person be given an appointment to become the federal capital minister? It's just like Sheikh Sokoto saying, if Taraba and Nasarawa goes into the hands of Christians, Islam have lost it. What do you mean? What do you mean? Do you mean we're less than you are? Nonsense. You think and you talk like less than a dog. You don't talk like human being. You must put yourself in the right senses and do what is right. Okay? The Nasarawa state belongs to every Nigerian, whether Christian or Muslim. And so the judiciary or the justices have done what is right. And I want to say, whether it is to the appeal or to the Supreme Court, you judges must do what is right. You must stand for Nigeria and not for religion and not for individuals. And I want to say this to every Nigerian: don't be intimidated with some of these less than dogs that are not thinking like human beings. Gumi, I want to say it's enough, it's enough. You have been backing the bandits. I thought you're a wonderful brother. Even when I visited, we sat down together and we shared things together. But I didn't know that you are this demeaning. It's provoking for you to talk. Ngambama Krista, ngambama we namutane, leadership, na security, na sarong, kaza. One came in charge of Sarong. For all these years, they have been Muslims. Alright? But what is the state of the North? We are worse. Worse in crime, worse in banditry. Muslims killing Muslims. What is happening in Sokoto? What is happening in Katsina? Is it the Southerner who is coming there? Alright? You, the Fulanis, are killing the indigenous people because you want to claim their land. The truth must be said, okay? You must be ashamed of yourself. And I want to say this again. Nigerians, don't allow anybody to intimidate you. You got one life. There's one God. We have the God of heaven who created us. He didn't make me to be born in America. He made me to be born here in Nigeria. And so you are not less than any Yoruba, you are not less than any Igbo, you are not less than any Hausa, you are not less than any Fulani. We are equal. We are Nigerians. And so not even a member of your family should intimidate you when it comes to your faith. You should understand that you have the right to worship what you want. It's just like the event that happened in Israel recently. People were just celebrating their festival in peaceful. They are even taking care of the people, whether it is in the Palestinian and others. Look at it. Israel. I went to Israel. They allowed the Muslims to worship on their mount, on their Table Mount. That's where the mosque is. They don't even allow the Jews to worship there. That's to tell you the level of acceptability and the level of liberty in Israel. And then you just come in, just begin to kill innocent life, slaughter innocent life, over 1,300, and be shouting Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Who's Allahu Akbar? Is that to God or is that to Satan? I commend all Islamic leaders that are coming out this time around to speak against this wicked, rotten minds of men that call themselves Islamic scholars. And I want to say, it's not yesterday, it's today. Our eyes are open to defend our cause. And we are Nigerians. We will fight for the right cause. You tell me, even for election, if it repeats itself, Muslim ticket, I will not support it till I leave this world, for equity and justice sake. But you cannot, at this particular time, begin to incite people and say that certain people don't belong, certain people have no right. When you talk about peace, no peace. When you talk about unity, no unity. When you talk about what belongs to ordinary individual, you take it away. You are the most corrupt, wicked human creatures on earth. Put yourself in order. We will handle you both in the realm of the spirit and in the physical. May God's grace continue to watch over Nigeria and continue to preserve innocent Nigerians and continue to prosper Nigerians. You and all your team, all the cabinet members, whatever you're doing, serve Nigeria. Be honest with Nigeria. The government serve the people. CBN serve Nigerians. EFCC serve Nigerians. The military serve to protect your country. Air Force serve Nigerians. It's not about any man, but it's about God's plan for Nigeria. May God bless Nigeria, preserve Nigeria.
To mention that the Hausa are the most abused, short and changed dehumanizers of native of Nigeria for over 200 years of Fulani dominance and still counting. We are brainwashed. Western literacy and education only to be used, misleading and exploited by Fulani. And for the very few houses that manage to get Western literacy and education, they are being marginalized in areas of opportunity, in areas of employment, and further they are school administration. They are also denied for the courses of their interest in the further study. They are denied their joint career employment in government, in private organization, including the military, police, paramilitary, law, medical, etc., etc. The information is necessary to you against the backdrop of lack of adequate knowledge of the Hausas and prevalence of mutual distrust between you and us. We apologize over our previous attitudes towards you, and we forgive your past. Uncomplimentary attitudes towards us. We are now starting to build a meaningful relationship on a new page. May God help us. Amen. It is not noted that the Igbos and Yorubas are agitating for the separation of nations for themselves. The Igbo have a genuine reason to want to separate because the Nigerian state has been very unfair to them. Even since the Fulani masterminded civil war against them ended being very unfair to them. Even since the flag was commanded since 1970 until today. Opportunity, the Igbos believe that the Hausas were behind their tribal, where it is not so. It is not possible for the same Hausa that have all along been in Fulani slavery bondage at the same time in position to marginalize anybody. Even during the Civil War, the Hausas were not recruited into the army force or police, but Fulani and others. The Fulani demanded the sole beneficiary of that war, and all that Nigeria stand for what? All Nigeria stand for till today. The Yorubas also have genuine reason to want to separate from Nigeria because today the northern Nigeria, which is self-dominated by the Fulani, even as a minority group, is more or less the provincial animal kingdom, where some are more equal than others to the existing, are very correct. In our humble view, separation is not going to solve the problem. Rather, to equip and fairness well, giving all parties the needed sense of inclusive with the human dignity, so that the cost case for separation become unnecessary. We have a common enemy, the Fulani. Let's join hands and deal with them. There is strength, power, organize, and dignity of our size as a people before the international community that we was not truncated because of our common enemy. The Fulani who were justice us and carry on with life meaningful. Without them, we have all been crossed. They have been crossed by the Fulani, and that is who we shall get right of them and have hope. As today, Nigeria has clear understanding of the distinction between the Hausas and unlikely the past. Dubious identity called Hausa Fulani was called out by the Fulani, which they used to intimidate and manipulate other Nigerians. The finance, the Fulani endorsed calamity in Nigeria is for native of Nigeria to resolve in unison that never again shall we elect any Fulani person into any election office in any part of Nigeria. I believe in resource control. There is no barren land in any part of area. There is collective through production and marketing competition, respectively. We must collectively remove the Fulani to desist from their vetting Hausas, Christian, and Muslim who don't believe in Usman and Fodio brand Islam practiced by the Fulani. They refer to Hausa Christian as Mabuzawa outcasts, meaning outcasts, and the Hausa Muslim anti-Fodio as Catholic. Disbelief. I hope I have enlightened you adequately enough and wish you a successful celebration as the meeting continues. God bless you.
To be heard both in America and elsewhere. Particularly, I want to thank the various churches, Amnesty International, Human Rights Watch, Institute of Policy Study, Friends of the Earth, Earth First, Greenpeace, and numerous other organizations whose names I cannot immediately recall now. This evening, I'm privileged to be here, and that privilege is one that comes in a very, very long time. I come from a country that people call Nigeria. Nigeria is indeed a mere geographical expression. There is no country called Nigeria. I had to put this map on the wall because it is important that we know exactly what we're talking about. When you look at the map of Africa, what you see are boxes and squares. Boxes. You just take a look at it. You look at Egypt, you look at Nigeria, Kenya. They are boxes, you know. And these boxes and squares were created for economic reasons. Nigeria was actually created by multinational corporations. A company called the Royal Niger Company decided for economic reasons that area is rich and it wants that area for itself. And so it went on a mission of subjugating and forcing local people to sign deeds of allegiance. These various people are nations. The Ogoni people, they are a nation. The Maasai people of Kenya, they are a nation. The Ijaw people, they are a nation. The Yoruba people, the Igbo people, and so on and so forth, they are nations. Just like you cannot call an Irishman a Scottish or an Englishman a German, so also you cannot call an Ogoni man a Yoruba or a Maasai man an Hausa. These are the distinctions that we ought to understand as we move into this talk, because if we don't appreciate it from that level, we will not be able to appreciate the dynamics of violence and human rights violation, the degradation of human dignity, the subjugation of the right to self-determination of these various nations that exist in that part of the world. So Nigeria was created in 1914. The name is from a river that flows right from the Futajalon Islands in the Senegal right down to Nigeria. That river is called the River Niger. The name Nigeria was actually given to the country by the wife of the general that was ruling Nigeria then, Lord Lugard. Lugard, as a soldier, had worked in India, had helped to suppress local people in India. He moved to Burma and had also helped to suppress people there, and he was hired by the Royal Niger Company headed by George Tubman Goldie to come to Nigeria and help suppress local people. So the Royal Niger Company was formed, and the name Nigeria came from River Niger, simply meaning the Niger area, Nigeria. The wife gave that name, the wife of Lord Lugard. They slept, they woke up in the morning, say, "Hi, darling. You know, this country, you know, I think we need to give it a name. You know, it's Nigeria, it's Niger, River Niger. Okay, it must be Niger area. There, in Nigeria. That is it." That was how the name Nigeria came into being. And this company was engaged in all sort of things, cutting down timber and exporting the timber, mahogany, obeche, and all these trees to Europe. Europe needed it. The Industrial Revolution had started. They needed raw materials. One of the raw materials that was needed then was palm oil. Palm oil is taken from the palm tree. It's not here in this part of the world. It's a beautiful tree, very elegant tree. Every part of that tree is useful to humanity and to nature. Local people extract the nuts, they squeeze out the oil, put them into drums, and they are supposed to be bought by the Europeans. But what they did was that anytime this palm oil was brought to the European headquarters in a place called Akasa, they would simply take this oil and send the women away and say, "Look, go, you savages, we need this oil, you go." It continued. Women were raped while this oil were taken away. People were killed so that the palm oil would be taken away. In 1895, the people of Nembe decided that they are not going to have this no more. The suffering is too much. They mobilized themselves and decided that they must stop the Royal Niger Company.
Hope say as you don't watch this video, it's sweet you and you don't see wetin people talk inside this video. Me, I know say okay, you will get one opinion or two opinions to drop. Abeg, don't forget to drop your own opinion and make sure say you shared our video, and please subscribe. Thank you.